Hi, and welcome to this video on generating eChecks, which stands for electronic check within Account Fusion. So let's get started. This is a scenario where you'll be paying out a check. This could be a vendor or an agent who's receiving a commission check. So now let's go into Accounts Payable and click Payments. From here, we'll click Add Payment. We'll then want to select the vendor. In this scenario, we're paying out Jameer, and we want to pay him his check of $892.50. So I want to notice a couple things. First, the bank account. Make sure the bank account is correct that we're paying out of. Second, click eCheck under Type. If we just select check, we'll be able to print off a check stock that we could do in our printer. However, we want to do this electronic check in this scenario. You can enter in the check number or leave it blank for an automatically generated check number that will be based off of your company setup that you did at the beginning of your Account Fusion process. Please refer to that video for more information on that. We'll then click Pay. We'll want to pay him out that full $892.52. Then click Save. So you will notice that we have that payment entered into the system. If we go to this column of Print, this is where we'll be able to create the eCheck. If you'll see the printer, that means we selected check and we just want to print that payment, and that will be a manually printed check. However, we want to generate that eCheck. So go ahead and click Create eCheck. Alright, so we now see our eCheck. So you'll notice a couple things that it autofilled. It autofilled the date, the check number, the amount, who it's from, which is Demo Realty, our company, to Jameer. So it's going to go ahead and automatically fill that check, pay to the order of Jameer for that $892.52. We have our bank information in there, and I'll show you in just a sec where it's drawing all this information from. The last thing we'll want to go over is the signer. So, as our company, we always have someone who signs the checks. Now, based on the setup process, you're going to notice where this Fred D is coming from. So if we click on that little icon, you'll see the signer of this check is Fred D. And this will be sent out to his email, Fred D, in this case, at accountfusion.com. And how that will work is once I click the send button, this little paper airplane, this eCheck will be sent off to Fred D. He will then sign it electronically. This check will be signed. And then once it's complete, it will be emailed to, in this case, John Limited Hudson, which is the same as Jameer, or whoever contact information you have in there, it will be sent to their email. So, it's a very straightforward process. Once you have everything set up, all you do is click that Generate eCheck button, and then you'll be able to hit that Send, make sure everything's right, hit that envelope, and then you'll be able to get that eCheck signed and sent off to the agent or the vendor for their own deposit in their bank account. So let's go back to Account Fusion and go over where all that stuff is being filled in from. So, if we go to Setup, and then Advanced and Bank Accounts, and we go to our Bank of America Trust account, which is what we selected when we made that payment, this is where you'll see that information. So we have our account number and our routing number, which directly correlate to the account number and routing number on this check. Next, you'll see our signer, Fred D. So this is where you'll be able to select the signer that you want to sign your checks. If you have multiple signers, you can also do that as well. This once again is explained in the bank setup video, so go ahead and refer to that if you have more questions on that. And then you'll also see up here we have the Demo Realty 7676 main. If we go to our bank account, you're going to be able to see that that's coming from our company address. So it's this contact name right here is not what is put on the check, but rather it is coming from our company setup. So there's a video on that if you can refer to that for more information. And lastly, you'll see the Bank of America and then the bank URL as well. So if we go back to our bank account, that's where it's drawing in our bank URL and our bank right there. So the eCheck setup process is very straightforward. You want to make sure your bank accounts that you have within the system, if there's multiple, that's fine, but make sure that they all have the proper information. For example, the Chase operating, this lacks the routing number, account number, so the eCheck would not be able to be generated. And once everything is ready, go ahead and click Send. Thanks to SignaShare, this is a very straightforward process, and it will make your life a lot easier to send out these checks to your agents or vendors. Thanks for watching this video on how to generate eChecks within Account Fusion. If you have any questions, please refer to our accounting manual or our other videos, or contact customer support. Thank you.